Hello everyone, welcome to Roshi's Kitchen Tales. Pav Bhaji is a hot favorite of most of us. And recently, when I was at my mom's place, I realized she has the best method of cooking it. So I thought, why not capture it? So here's a Pav Bhaji that is prepared in a pressure cooker. And the recipe goes. We'd start by finely chopping one large sized onion, one number of capsicum, and two small sized tomatoes. And of course, we don't miss the star ingredient, which is 3 large sized boiled potatoes, quarter cup of boiled green peas, and 1 tablespoon of green chili and ginger garlic paste. And these will be used for garnishing and accompaniments. In a pressure cooker, we've taken 2 tablespoons of oil and I've added 1 tablespoon of butter, and then goes in finely chopped onions. Cook this on low to medium flame until onions turn translucent. This should take about 30 seconds to a minute or so. Then goes in green chili and ginger garlic paste. Adding hing is absolutely optional. Add in your spices like half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and half a teaspoon of coriander powder. Let that cook for just about 10 to 15 seconds until the rawness of the spices goes, and then you can add in your finely chopped tomatoes in this. Now this gratifying meal can be made more interesting by adding veggies like cauliflower, beans, carrots and some beetroot etc. However, we'd like to stick to our very own street style version of pav bhaji made in a pressure cooker. Add in your capsicum when you see the tomatoes have turned mushy. Mix that properly and add in that special blend of spices which is called pav bhaji masala. You'll add 2 tablespoons of pav bhaji masala in this. Mix that in and then add boiled mashed potatoes and boiled and crushed green peas. To bring out that authentic red color, kindly add 1.5 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chili powder and mix that properly, nudging loose all the brown bits from the bottom of the pressure cooker. Now pour in 2 cups of water, or just add enough water until you see the veggies have literally dunked in the bowl. I'm adding more water here because earlier I had just added 1.5 cups of water, and then I season it with salt. Now please remember, this gravy thickens as it cools down. So I've added just enough water so that even if it cools down, it is slightly on a semi-liquid state. Lastly, add quarter teaspoon of garam masala. Mix that in properly, and if you see any potato or vegetable chunks in that, please mash it. Finally, secure the lid and pressure cook for 2 whistles. Once the pressure is released naturally, open the lid and mash the vegetables with the back of the ladle or with a masher. Now here I've used boiled potatoes and green peas. In case you're using raw veggies, please pressure cook this for 3 whistles. Mix in chopped coriander leaves and the bhaji is ready. Heat a tawa and smear 1 teaspoon of butter and sprinkle a pinch of pav bhaji masala. This makes the pav more flavorful. Now toast the slitted pav or dinner rolls on this flavorful butter. This should hardly take about 30 seconds to a minute. Slather some more butter and toast the pavs as shown. And this amazing flavorful pav is ready to be served along with bhaji. Adding that extra dollop of butter is highly recommended, and sprinkle some chaat masala on the onion. Garnish it with coriander leaves and don't forget to add that lemon wedge in the plate to bring out that amazing spicy tangy flavor in the bhaji. I really hope you liked my mother's method of making pav bhaji in a pressure cooker. And if you did, please hit the like button, comment, and please subscribe to my channel.